Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. A couple of days ago, I mentioned the rules of in-laws in marriages, and I talked about how some of the intrusions from in-laws can cause havoc in marriages. Today, I'm going to be talking about a very crucial point when it comes to couples and in-laws. And this video is for parents, especially it's for couples also. Here is what I want to talk about. Before any solemnization happens, they sort of ask people, oh, if you're in support, if you're not in support of this solemnization, notify the priest or notify the pastor. In some churches, they make the announcement shortly before the solemnization, whereas in other churches, they make the announcement before the ceremony. For example, in my church, they make the announcements way before time, way before the ceremony, to give you ample time, like 3 weeks. You make the first announcement, second announcement, third announcement, and all that, yeah, which is a very, very good time to make a decision. So where am I going to? When we hear of these announcements and they talk about these announcements, most of the times we think that it's for people, right? That's fine. We think that it's for other people, and we rarely talk about it being for parents, being for in-laws, and in-law to be. If you know that you don't like the guy that your daughter wants to get married to, it is important to talk about it. It is important to see it. If you know that you don't like the lady that your son wants to get married to, it is important that you talk about it. Marriage normally is a long time till death do you part. So it is important to dot the I's and cross the T's. You can't be too careful. That's it. You can't be too careful about it. Why am I saying this? Parents who don't approve or like the person that their children or their child wants to get married to will end up complicating that marriage. Should be told. So if you don't like the kind of person that your child wants to get married to, I believe that it is important that you make it known. And that's one part of it. The other perspective is that if you want to hide it, you have to stay away from that marriage. That is the only way it can work. From your end as a parent, you have to stay away from the marriage. And from the couple's perspective, you have to involve your parents less in your marriage. More involvement, more complications. Because these things causes a lot of problems in marriage. The dynamics between couples and in-laws is a very delicate one, a very fragile relationship that you have to be very careful about. Like, it's something that you cannot really master because we are still all human beings, but you can learn to navigate and tread carefully. So people are so lucky to have lovely in-laws. I'm one of them. Some people do not have that kind of thing. If you know as a guy that your parents do not like the lady that you want to get married to, you have to distance yourself from your parents as much as you can. And anything that comes out of that marriage will be solely on you. This is not like a threat. I'm just saying, like, you bear the consequences of the actions. If it is good, that's beautiful. If it is bad, you will learn to navigate it. As parents, keeping quiet during the period of the announcement does not do you any good. If you know that you're not going to talk about it or say it, you remember what they used to say at the end of the announcement. They say, if you don't want the solemnization, make it known, or what? Or forever keep your peace. That statement is not for just friends or exes or whoever the couple, either the husband or the wife, has been involved with before. It is also for parents. Because you are going to do more harm than good to that relationship, to that union, if you don't like the person that your child wants to get married to and then you involve yourself in it. Meanwhile, they've announced that, okay, if you don't want the solemnization, speak up. But if you don't speak up and they get to the point that say you should keep your peace forever, dear sir, dear ma, you will have to keep your peace forever. It doesn't mean that you are the parent or the in-law or whatever the case may be. You are a third party. Anybody aside the husband and the wife is a third party. and will be treated as such. Thank you so much for joining me on this platform. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and get updates as I upload my videos and subsequent ones.